Visionaries, welcome back to the planet. Thank you so much for being here today. Whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, definitely be sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more insights on my alkaline journey lifestyle. If you're watching the replay, do drop an avocado in the comments so I can acknowledge you after the live. So let's get into it. You see the title for today, From Keto to Alkaline, how I lost 8 pounds in 2 weeks. Only being back on the alkaline diet, eating high carbs every day. So how am I losing weight while eating a high amount of carbs daily? Well, in the last 2 weeks after returning to the alkaline diet, which is aligned with Dr. Sebi's principles, losing that 8 pounds was pretty easy and I feel great. So I just had to change my mindset coming from the keto diet, a low carb diet, that carbs equal weight gain. Hasn't been the case. And so today I'm sharing in this video how the right carbs are actually helping me lose weight, detox, and feel wonderful every day. So just a couple of quick stats. Did you know that people who eat whole food, plant-based diets naturally burn more fat, even when consuming higher carbs? Is essentially you're conditioning your body to be able to eat those foods and utilize them for nutrients that helps, one, reduce inflammation, and two, help your body to process the foods that are most nutrient dense to you. Your metabolism essentially speeds up 15% after eating whole unprocessed foods versus processed foods. So whatever healthful journey that you're on, I'm sure, elimination of processed foods is one of the things that might be a challenge or obstacle, but it will help to work wonders. So why carbs? To me, as I take the journey through various ways of eating and finding out what works for me as I continue to age, I looked back a little bit to when I was younger, in my younger 20s, early 30s, and then now in my mid 40s. And one common theme that I came back to is I was my healthiest weight, and then healthiest in terms of being able to process foods and having great energy, and just being healthy overall when I was on the alkaline diet, and here I am for the third time. So why carbs aren't the enemy? So again, between my keto diet and then going back to whole food carbs, is again the processed foods. Even vegans, vegetarians, eating processed foods like tofu, if it's not freshly made and you're getting it packaged from the grocery store, it has undergone some sort of processing, heating, taking the nutrients out of it, is taking it from its whole natural form to something else. And I just think my body kind of rejected that over the years and does not process foods that have been pre-processed very well. And so it's not the carbs themselves, it's the type of carbs that you ingest. So for Dr. Sebi's approved carbs on the alkaline food list, which you can find, I'll leave that link below. About that list, but it's unrefined fruits, vegetables, grains, and all of these things help with digestion, energy, and metabolism essentially. So the whole food carbs aid in weight loss by providing fiber, water, and nutrients that keep me full. That was the other thing when I was practicing other ways of eating like keto, is that I wouldn't physically feel full, even though I was eating high protein, some fats, some vegetables, the prioritization, it seemed like in keto, was like the proteins and the fats versus the carbs that you would get from vegetables and things of that nature. That's why I enjoy watching Dr. Berg's videos when I was on keto, because he stressed the importance of having ample amount of vegetables in your diet, even though it increases your carb count, the fiber in it kind of offsets the carbs that was in it. Now, when I say vegetables, it's not your starchy vegetables like potatoes or root vegetables like carrots or sweeter kind of vegetables. It's your greens and other healthful foods in that diet, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower and cabbage and things of that nature. So that was one upside, me finding the balance there, but I still essentially had challenges in processing and digesting certain foods. So basically now I start my day with cleansing and hydrating. So the morning for me is my body's natural detox phase. And so I drink nutrient-rich water like coconut water with organic lime juice, or spring water with organic lime juice, to get that hydration going, eating melons in the morning, things of that nature that will give you the fiber and that hydration you need to flush out toxins and set a strong foundation for digestion and energy levels throughout the day. So basically, I came to the realization carbs aren't the problem, it's the type of carbs you have. Not all carbs are created equal. And then alkaline carbs actually work with your body, not against it. Again, to flush out toxins, hydrate your body, get your digestion to an optimal level so that when you do eat, your body is prepared and ready to process those foods. So to me, my morning routine is everything. It really matters, and cleansing and helps my body to better absorb the nutrients throughout the day. You can feel hungry because you're craving nutrients that you're not getting from how you're eating and how your body is processing the foods that you're eating. Again, I'll leave a link below in the replay so that individuals can see, but I have various videos about the alkaline diet on my channel, and they come from essentially Dr. Sebi's teachings, and it's basically a list of foods that reduce mucus and fight inflammation in your diet. So it's very helpful. Again, the times that I look back at when I was most healthy in terms of my eating habits and my body reacting well to a diet was during those times that I practiced alkaline eating. So excellent. So why this is working for my weight loss goals, essentially I eat once a day. So this helps my body fully digest, reset, and burn fat while keeping my energy levels stable. And then my high carb alkaline foods that I enjoy most is quinoa, teff, wild rice, all kinds of fruits and non-starchy vegetables. So it's a myriad of meals that I can make, and I really enjoy that part of it, discovering new recipes and things that are very healthful. I also include detox teas and bitters for digestion. So last week I was mentioning how I was going to try burdock root tea, and I love that. I add a little bit of agave and a little citrus to it, sometimes cinnamon. And it really works wonders in terms of digestion. I take a cup of that or mug of that at night to really, again, calm my digestive system and get ready for sleeping, so that in the morning, my body, again, once I hydrate, will be ready for the day and eliminate toxins and all of that. And so also the bitters help with getting rid of the bad bacteria in your gut, reducing inflammation, which in turn will reduce certain cravings I would have, things of that nature. Also turning to more healthy fats, and in the keto diet when I was practicing that versus now is similar in the suggestions that they have for the types of oils you should ingest, like coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil versus seed oils, like eliminating canola oil, vegetable oil, peanut oil, things like that, and focusing more on the good fats, they call them. So that was something that didn't take any getting used to because I was used to it from my other way of eating. But essentially, coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil provide essential fatty acids that you need to help metabolize foods and improve brain function. So that's definitely something that has been helpful for me throughout my journey. Also, again, eating one meal a day. I usually eat around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I haven't eaten yet, but after this live, I will grab me something to eat for the day, or make me something, prepare me something. But that just helps me again to digest the food that I did ingest in the last 24-hour period, and it really helps. Me feel not sluggish, not full, like I have indigestion and things of that nature. I used to have really bad indigestion, like food would feel like it was just sitting here instead of digesting how it should. So the one meal a day definitely helps along with the other things that I mentioned. So my biggest shift, I think, as I make my journey and continue to age and continue to learn my body and understand what's most helpful for me, wasn't cutting carbs. It was choosing the right carbs to support my digestion and metabolism. And then detoxing definitely is key. So as I was mentioning the bitters, I'll get more into which specific ones I utilize on a daily basis. But when your digestive system is backed up, weight loss is harder. So the herbal teas and bitters help to cleanse the liver, which the liver helps to process and produce ketones and process the fat that's on your body, or the fat that you're ingesting. And then it just makes weight loss easier and more natural for me. So focusing on cleansing in the morning and eating in the afternoon keeps my digestion running smoothly. So for the bitters and detox herbs that I mentioned, I utilize burdock root, which helps to support liver detox, purifies the blood, and promotes clear skin and better digestion. And I noticed after I started drinking the burdock tea, like I had like a breakout on one side of my face, but then I woke up the next day and it was totally clear, and like my skin had a glow to it. So it's just interesting to see the transformation day by day as your body is cleansing itself, and what results you see from there. The second one is dandelion tea. It helps to flush out excess water weight, and I had a lot of that swelling in the face, in the gut area, arms, wherever. My joints were like swollen. Sometimes I couldn't like bend my fingers without my fingers feeling like they were full and just restricted. So dandelion tea also helps to support kidney and liver health and improves digestion. The last two, wormwood extract, which is a powerful anti-parasitic that helps cleanse the gut, improve digestion, and fight bloating. So that helped me again with that feeling full with liquid type of thing that was happening, the water retention and stuff, especially as we ladies know at certain times in the month. That was really challenging for me, but with these bitters, this really helps. And then the last one is black walnut extract, which helps to remove harmful toxins for the body, supports digestion, and is known for its anti-parasitic properties. And not to get graphic or anything, but I can attest to the black walnut because let me just say, after I started utilizing that, again, you can see certain things occur and go, okay, wow, that was, in my digestive system. So those are Definitely things that has helped me throughout my journey. The last thing I wanted to share, essentially, why all of this is working together again. The nutrient dense carbs, my body is getting the minerals, the nutrients it needs, so I can naturally eat less without feeling like I'm starving myself, like I'm depriving myself. Like the food that I eat is totally satisfying and nourishing. And so that's why I only feel the need to eat one meal a day, because I'm satisfied and I'm getting the nutrients that I need from the food that I'm eating. And that's something that I'm glad that I've come to that part in my journey, because in other diets, it always feels like there's a deficit of something and you have to fight off cravings because your body is needing something else, needing something more. But with the alkaline diet, I don't feel that way. The keto diet was sustainable to a certain extent because to me it was the psychology of it. Like you get to eat all your favorite meats and this and that and high fat content and all this other stuff. But then after a while, once the weight plateaued and my body was no longer ingesting and digesting things with efficiency, that kind of fell flat on its face. So I feel much different right off the bat with the alkaline diet, and feel that it's sustainable as I continue to age and my metabolism changes. So also carbs and fasting for me helps with natural fat burning. Eating one meal a day again keeps my insulin levels stable, allowing my body to burn fat efficiently. And so with that, no more inflammation equals faster metabolism. So because my body doesn't have to fight through the noise of inflammation and water weight and toxins in the way of me digesting things better, the alkaline foods have reduced the bloating, excess water weight, and it's making fat loss easier. And my digestion is just running optimally, which means also I sleep well, because after I eat, I have the window where I'm not eating for 4 or 5 hours before I prepare myself for bed, drink my night tea, have my detox herbs in the tea and things of that nature. I really feel calm, like my body isn't preoccupied digesting food or thinking about the next day or whatever. It's a very cleansing type of balance going on, and that also brings me a lot of comfort. So the last thing, the role of healthy fats and weight loss, again, as I mentioned before, staying away from the processed seed oils, really focusing on alkaline fats like coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil, helps me to balance out my hormones. That's the other thing, like I was mentioning, certain times that we ladies deal with. It just gave me a more even mood, a calmness. I was less achy, crampy, just because I believe that those foods contributed to the inflammation reduction. So I didn't have as much back pain as I usually have and other things. And it also promoted sustained energy throughout the day, so I didn't have that drained feel that I sometimes have during those times. So just to wrap up, low carb diets work for some, which it worked for me on the keto diet for like a year and a half, but then again, I plateaued at some point. I think I lost 45 pounds, 50 pounds on that. But then after 14 to 16 months, it just plateaued from there. And I think that's because my body was, one, used to eating within that regimen, but also my digestion wasn't very efficient and optimal because it wasn't the right balance or the right configuration of foods for me specifically. So again, low carb diets work for some, but that's not the only way to lose weight and be healthful and that be sustainable. So for me, alkaline foods help cleanse my system so that my body can function at its best. I'm eating nutrient dense foods, not empty calories, not processed junk food. The healthy fats are just as important as the right carbs. So the fats that I mentioned before, minus those seed oils, and then hydrating in the morning as the basis for cleansing, and then nourishing in the afternoon is the most natural way to support digestion and weight loss for me. So I'm just glad that I kind of took stock in what I was doing, reevaluating what times in my life I was the most healthy and why, and just coming back to the source of that. And so that's the journey that I'm on now with my alkaline diet, and look to continue that for years to come. So I look forward to bringing more updates about that to you. And again, for my replay squad, do comment below if you've ever tried 1 meal a day, intermittent fasting, alternate day fasting, any of those types of eating as well. I would love to hear your thoughts. So I feel great. Again, I look forward to providing more updates here as I continue my progress. Thank you for tuning in live, and thank you for watching the replay. Until next time, peace and blessings, family.